Hi and welcome. I'm here today with some new stencils from A Colorful Life Designs, as well as some cards that I created and a tutorial as to how I made these cards. First, I want to make sure you know about the Master Creator Bundle. This is a savings of 20% to purchase all of the stencils in this collection. I think you're going to love this collection, especially if you're a fan of dragonflies, butterflies, and flowers. There's some fantastic stencils this month. This one is called Mixed Layered Butterfly. It's got 3 components: the outline, the mask, and the actual stencil itself. And you'll notice the stencil has the beautiful butterfly wings on the left and the floral cutout on the right. Again, this one is Mixed Butterfly. And I wanted to let you know that if you place an order with A Colorful Life Designs and use my discount code, which is TracyFan10, you can save 10% off your order. The code is not valid with the Master Creator Bundles because they are already deeply discounted. Okay, next up we have this stencil called Layered Butterfly. It features the cutout, which has the mask, the wings of the butterfly, and the little body of the butterfly. Next up we have Drippy Butterfly. This one is so amazing. I think it's going to be very popular. It has the mask and the stencil, and I think this entire release is going to be very popular. It's one of my favorite of all time because it has such beautiful dragonflies and butterflies, and I had so much fun creating with these stencils. Speaking of creating with these stencils, this one is called Airy Dragonflies. It's a larger stencil, 6x9. It's the one that I'm going to showcase in my video today. Next, we have another gorgeous 6x6 butterfly stencil. This one is called Tat Work. It's got the beautiful lace look. Reminds me of lace. Just some awesome patterns on that one. With so many amazing stencils, it's hard to pick a favorite, but Dragonfly Flight, this one is probably one of my favorites. I just love the delicate dragonflies, and I think it's going to make a great background for so many cards and projects in the future. Next up, we have Dragonflies, which is a 3x6 stencil that features 3 different dragonflies, all in different directions. And of course, as always, you receive the mask to go along with the stencil, which definitely comes in handy when you're ink blending and making your cards. And I'm just going to nestle these in here. And I forgot to mention that tomorrow, May 2nd at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel, I will have a walkthrough of all these stencils and the cards that I created with these stencils. So we'll be sharing project ideas and getting inspiration, and I hope that you'll tune in to that video on my channel tomorrow night, May 2nd at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This 6x6 stencil is called 4 Roses. I really enjoyed creating my card with this, and I think it's going to look beautiful ink blended. Another 6x6 is called Floofy Flourish. I really like this one. It's got the swoosh with nice cutouts. What a great stencil. I hope you're excited about this release. I certainly am. I think there's so much potential, and I think the Master Creator Bundle is probably your best bet. Next up, we have a very pretty stencil. This one is called Summer Flowers 6x6 stencil. And when you place your order at A Colorful Life Designs, make sure you mention in the comments that Tracy sent you. That way, they'll know that you're watching my videos and learning about these wonderful stencils through me. I really like this one. It's very folksy. It's called Folk Flowers. You guys know I'm a sucker for folksy style. Another beautiful stencil. This one is called New Foliage. Some very pretty leaves. And folksy as well, I think. Excuse me. Oh, this one is so sweet. I love this one, and I love that it's called Fairy Flowers. I'm thinking about all of my fairy stamps that I could use with this stencil. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we have Flower Power. It reminds me of Art Deco, but I created a really cute card with that one. Another 6x6. And then our last one that I'm going to show you features 2 stencils, and it's called Layered Vines. So this one has the vines hanging down and the flowers. You can make them any color that you would like, and they layer together. So that's the release for May 2022. I think you'll agree with me that these are some outstanding stencils. So for my card, I used a product that I purchased from Technique Junkies. It's called iZink. But before I show you how iZink works, let's create this background. I'm sorry that my video is a little bit shaky. I was out at the dining room table using my portable mount that my friend Nancy got me. And it's a great on-the-go system for recording your videos. But how can I say it? You know, because I was ink blending and creating a lot of pressure, there was a little bit of a vibration. So sorry about that. So I'm going to show you how I do my rainbow backgrounds. I start with Catherine Polar ink, Pucker Up, which is the pink. Then I switch to Catching Rays, which is the orange. Now I'm using Chiffon, which is the yellow. And I'm using these from the Date Night collection. Next, I'm using Cumberbund. And all of my inks are from the Catherine Polar Date Night collection. And finally, I'll go in with, I think, purple at the end, Serene. And the key to really good ink blending is having juicy ink pads and very ultra smooth cardstock. My favorite is Hammermill Premium Color Cover Paper, which is hard to get right now. But there are others out there that are smooth. But if you can get Hammermill Premium Color Copy, it's like a cover paper. It's not a copy paper. It's a cover cardstock. So you can get 80 pound or 100 pound. But I know right now it's a hot commodity. And so it can be a little bit difficult to find right now. Hopefully in the future, they'll be able to replenish for all the folks that are out here in the crafting community that like that paper, especially for ink blending. It's also great for hot foiling. All right, so I've got the big stencil. This one again is called Airy Dragonflies, and I'm just going to use a little bit of washi tape to adhere the ink blended rainbow background. This background has had a few minutes to dry. And like I said, I'm just going to secure it. While I'm doing that, I wanted to let you know that if you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified of any future videos that I do. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, which I greatly appreciate, and leave me a comment. Let me know, what do you think about this new release? All right, so this is iZink. It is a glitter paint, and I got it from Technique Junkies. And basically it's fantastic because it's very much a very glittery glitter paste. This one is the iZink 24 karat diamond. There's different varieties. The 24 karat diamond has the most glitter in it. And this color, which is called Pearl, is just a real beautiful holographic translucent like glitter paste, and it's going to look fantastic when you see me remove this stencil, how beautiful it is on this rainbow background. Oh, I'm so sorry for yawning. Just a little bit tired, folks. What I love about this pouch is that it is easy for me to get the product out of the pouch and just put it on my spatula. And the cap screws back on and it keeps that product soft and doesn't dry up. A lot of the other glitter pastes out there on the market, if you use them a couple times and even if you put saran wrap over top of them or press and go, they ultimately will dry out. With this being in an airtight pouch, it's less likely to dry out. And of course, I'll take good care of it. I purchased pretty much every color that's available through Technique Junkies. That's how much I love this product. I love having the control over how much product comes out of the tube. It's a lot like toothpaste, the harder you squeeze, the more comes out. And I'm only just taking a little bit at a time. So there's a lot less waste as well. And a little bit goes a long way. And I made several cards for this release using the iZink products with the stencils. So I hope you'll tune in tomorrow night, May 2nd, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, to my channel to see what else I created using iZink. And I'll have a link below in my description box for this product, which is available through Technique Junkies. Okay, so we're almost done. I'm just putting the final scrape. One thing about this, I did make sure that my stencil was soaked immediately. Once I separated it from the paper, I immediately soaked my stencil so that the glitter paste wouldn't dry up. And for that, I just used a large tub and some dish soap, and I filled it up. And when I was done using iZink, I wiped the stencil off, and then I put it into the container where it kept it so that it didn't permanently adhere to the stencil. And if it did, it wouldn't matter that much. I just try to keep my stencils clean because with being on a Colorful Life Designs design team, I just want to keep my stencils looking good so that when I use them on camera, they look clean and not too grungy. I'm just using a plastic palette knife to spread this. You could use a metal one if you prefer, or some other way. Maybe a credit card that's old, or an old hotel room key that you could scrape across the surface. Whatever works for you is fine. All right, so I'm going to gently remove this stencil from the panel and try to remove some of the washi tape that I was using to hold things together. And I'm going to show you in a second here how the card looks. Here's a close-up of this finished panel. You can see how glittery the iZink 24 karat looks, and when it dries, it's really shiny. It's just super pretty. So here are my finished cards. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about the new release stencils. And don't forget to hop on my channel at 8 o'clock p.m. on May 2nd, where we will show more of the cards that I created, and we'll talk a little bit more about these wonderful stencils. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.